Hello friends, it's me, we're back, and I'm doing this once again without making sure that this was working correctly, so I probably should have done that initially. Let's see how this goes. Oh, there we go. That should be working properly now, but we'll find out for sure. Yeah, so we're downtown Toronto. Today what we're going to do is we're going to explore as much of downtown Toronto as we can and see where we can go from here. So, hopefully good things. But also, why would we ever go the expected way? There we are. So I've done this, and it is just too warm to wear pants. So I'm wearing pants because I did not think that through. But here we are. Lovely downtown. And try to explore more of the southern areas. But yeah, gonna be a nice little trip down and around through not quite the usual spaces, but hopefully close enough. Oh, hey, Juanita. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. You are just a gem. Thank you for always being here. It's very, very supportive, and I love it. It's adorable, and I think it's great. Oh, I have some exciting good news today, and that's it looks like my little walk tubing adventure has hit a good point because as of today, I have a new job. So I will be doing something that I was trying to train for earlier this year, which was essentially going to be being a bus tour guide from Toronto to Niagara. And now that company fell apart. But now this new company seems to have the idea that I'd be good for them. And so I'm like, let's try it out, see where it goes. So quite exciting. I'm very happy to see where it goes next. So to celebrate today, well, I'll celebrate today. I'm just having this little tour guide. So happy to take anyone anywhere they want to in Toronto. Yeah, got some good options here. This is always nice because this is the Ballet School of Canada. So it's just, spaces inside are absolutely gorgeous. Big, big, big studios, big walls. It's great. Highly recommend. This is the Betty Oliphant Theater. Also, not something you get to go in and explore very often, but if you ever get the chance, you can kind of catch a glimpse of the studios through the glass there. But they're just huge, huge, huge studios. But yeah. So hopefully, if this job works out, I will have Touronno tours and Niagara tours, which again just fills me with glee. Also, this is like the fewest people we will see for this entire time. So, quite a few incoming, I'm sure. By the way, if you let me know if the sound's working correctly, because I tested it earlier, it seemed okay. But if it's not okay, it's good to know. Even these old buildings here. Sound is good. Excellent. It's good to be had. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I love this park's so interesting because pretty much at the corner of every element of this park coming up, there is a church. So you can see the church here. You can see if you look past the trees, there's another church there. On the other side, there's another church. And then across from that church, there's another church. So within this one square, there's like 4 churches. It's too many churches. It's not too many, but in like a 1 block radius, come on, how many? Jesus doesn't need to live everywhere. Isn't that the point? Is that he already does? But yeah, the buildings themselves, very pretty, very, very beautiful. And it's also like just the right level of warm, which is nice. Let's see. They all near each other. Oh, they are. It's like the one church there. Again, beautiful church. And then you just look down the road to the end of the park, and there's the other church. Oh yeah, the structures are nice. Gorgeous structures, super well made. I mean, they've lasted for a while. And then right in the middle, I don't know if you can see, but there's Allen Gardens. Can I actually go into Allen Gardens with this? I don't know. Oh, I definitely should soon though. It's like this beautiful botanic gardens. But yeah, definitely gonna come back to that. Oh, Jazz is here. Welcome, Jazz. Thanks for coming. Remember to point out the legendary Harveys. Yes, it is. It is absolutely there, and it is notorious. I was gonna point out where I moved after, because when I left my ex-partner, I moved into a new place, and I was there for a year, and then I didn't really have a place to move to, so I ended up just moving in with my friend because he was just like, I have a room. He did not have a room. I mean, he had a bedroom, but it was a room. The apartment was a room. So I slept on a couch for a couple days, and then down. That's what happened. But yeah, this is the other church. So this is the Street Baptist Church. And literally I like to imagine that the churches have like, you remember how they used to have like camp fights? Where in your summer camp you would have other summer camps that you would fight with? I like to think that that's what they do. I think that's called spiritual warfare. This is the notorious Harveys. Those who know the story of Harveys will know the story of Harveys. Those who don't know the story of Harveys, y'all, yeah. Notorious place. Harveys, by the way, burger joint here. Something like a Wendy's or McDonald's, but their whole thing was you can make your own burgers. And I was just like, it's like Wendy's and McDonald's, but more effort because you have to do like everything. I don't know. I never liked Harvey's as much as the other two. Although it is Canadian, so that's a plus. But who knows? Ooh. Oh, I don't know if Eddie heard. I got a job. I'll actually be doing tour guides from Toronto to Niagara Falls with a company called King Tours. So I'm very, very excited because it means I might actually have some kind of regular income and I might not die, which is great. Okay, this is the place where we moved into, and it's a lovely room, but you know, it's a room. Ooh, there's also the squirrel right there. And see, the great thing is now I can do tours, like walking tours here, and I can even promote walking tours to and from Niagara. Although we would not walk to Niagara from Toronto because that would be pretty bad. That would be pretty bad. I am going to say that for like a minute there, I had 10 people watching and I was very excited because I'm just like, oh my God, double digits. What did I do? I think the answer is just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. And eventually stuff happens. Although I'm actually doing this the wrong way. Because if I was smart, I'd be going down and across and down and across and down and across. Because by going this way, I'm literally just going downhill. Because all of Toronto slopes down towards the water. So when I do it this way, that means when I come back, I will literally be going uphill the entire time. Why? Why would I do that to myself again? We know why. Oh, and to make matters even better, I have another interview for tonight for a Halloween bar. So I would essentially be there, potentially doing more. It's I've gone from having no prospects to doing this to suddenly having some, which is just fantastic. Just like what a break in today's day and age. Yeah, I realize the one thing I haven't done is actually go down in the middle of rush hour to actually explore downtown while it's the middle of rush hour, which is no one's favorite thing to do. But also, why not? Because it is interesting. You see lots of people, lots of things, lots of excitement and energy all around. So let's do it. See where we end up. Also, it's actually a really interesting building with how they have the balconies that stick out like almost like popcorn. Underrated. But yeah, it's definitely just slightly too hot for jeans. So I wore jeans. Because I don't look at the weather report before I leave the house. We're just coming across church in Dundas. If anyone wants to see anything specific, let me know. I think I'm gonna head down to Nathan Phillips Square and then loop around, come there, go up either Bay or University, and then kind of circle back around. But yeah, if anyone wants to see anything specific, let me know. Let's go down here. Oh, look, another church. How unusual in downtown Toronto. Oh, hey, Sebastian, good to see you. Sometimes when I just hang out at Yonge and Dundas Square, I get a bunch of viewers coming in. Oh, it's good to know. The problem is then I have to go to Yonge and Dundas Square. And I'm just like, no one needs that kind of negativity in your life. I am chaos incarnate, and even I'm just like, this is too much. And also, am I the type to stand still? I mean, that really doesn't sound like me. Oh, soft opening croissant coffee patisserie. Interesting. See, the one thing I do like to do is to track all of my steps every day. And I realize that because I have my phone on a gimbal, I'm gonna need to get a Fitbit or something so I can actually track my steps accurately when I'm doing these sorts of things. Just for no apparent reason. Apparently, I'm just a stats nerd for this one particular stat. All right. We got our big, beautiful church here. I would, yes, I actually would love to do that. I don't know how to do that. So if you can actually, I will look that up. But I'd love to have Yaz and Juanita as mods for me because I think that sounds like A, something I will need very soon. But B, just they're both wonderful people. Hmm. Is it some? Can I do that mod status from here, like from Prism? Link, press their names on the chat. The pop up. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Oh my God. It's so easy. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think I did it. I think I did it 3 times. Ooh, that's exciting. I figured out a technology. It was the easiest thing I could possibly do, and he actually told me blatantly how to do it. But still, that's nice when that works. Oh, this person's going. I'm going. Car's trying to hit me. Cars failed to hit me, which is good. Oh, we are about to walk by a Toronto institution. You might think I'm talking about Massey Hall or the Eaton Centre, but you would be incorrect. No, we're talking about Fran's. Fran's Restaurant. They are a greasy little spoon here, and one of the few places you can go at any time, go to one of the 3 locations, and you'll always have something that is food. Is it good food? It is food. You will eat it. It will go in your system. It might stay there. It is good. So many. At some point, Fran's is just a place that people end up after a certain amount of, libations. Oh, but that's so easy. That's so easy to make someone moderator. I had no idea. I feel so official now. There's Fran's. I don't know why it's doing that. And just like Eddie spoke well of you, therefore you're just gonna get to come right in. So. Oh, 10. I have 10 people watching. Well, I can't really go this way. That's like, come on. There it goes. Can't really go by here, can I? But it looks like I might be able to go through an alley. Nothing bad happens in an alleyway. Also, just kind of love that. That's just kind of cool. Nah, nothing down here. All right. I tried. I didn't try that hard, but I tried. I'll go down here, I'll go down Victoria, and then I'll kind of loop around underneath Queen. Guess I'll go to Queen or King, then try to swoop up from there. And yeah. Oh, this is so... I feel so accomplished. I have mods now. Crazy. Who am I? I don't know. But it makes me happy. Yes. Picturesque Victoria Street. Second only maybe to Bay as like one of the ugliest streets in Toronto. 11? That's one more than 10. Oh, it's a big day. Figured things out, made things happen, talked to people, going down a terrible street. Yeah, this is absolutely something that happens in real life. Eddie. Oh, Kurt, no one's safe when Eddie's a mob. That's why he's always ready, Eddie. Oh, something bad happened. Oh. Kurt, I can be bought with a pizza coupon. No, Eddie. No. No, refuse. As long as you can be bribed with it. No, I refuse to let this joke carry over into my channel. Pizza is awful and it does not deserve to exist. So, yes, I understand they are Canadian. That doesn't excuse them. We do not celebrate pizza in this house. There are very few lines I have in this ad. This is absolutely one in two of them. Isn't this why I have mods now? Actually, one of these days I should just go through the path, because some of the stuff you see down there, oh, super cool. And if you get it at the right time when like everyone's moving, it's so different. And you have a lot of really cool things that happen. So yeah, highly recommend. All right, so we're coming out right at Yonge and Queen, which is good. But if I'm going there, I want to go down here to this side, and then we'll cross from here. Why did I wear pants? It's not even winter yet. I could have absolutely not worn pants and been fine. Actually, I should have not worn pants because there's only like, I don't know, 5 more days that we can get away with where you don't have to wear pants. We're Toronto. It's gonna get cold very quickly. And I'll have been like, no, I wore pants on the day I should have not worn pants. Why is that the thing that bugs me? So we're going by Eaton Centre. This is all here because of the Ontario line, which is the new subway line that's going in. And once it's up and operating, it'll be really cool. This is like a subway system that's been attempting to have been created for about 50, 60 years. Like since they started with public transit in Toronto, it's always been about Queen Street. Queen Street's been like #1 on the list. And so now it's actually getting built. And I will say this, the Conservative government hasn't done much here, but I will say that they did get this done, and I will give credit where it's due. So thank you for the public transit system. Now stop trying to take away the bike lanes. You can't do 2 steps forward and 1 step back, or many steps back. Eddie's place for a change of pants. I don't think Eddie would have pants that fit me. Okay, but I'll be serving Taco Bell instead of pizza today. You know what? That's fair. Actually, I don't remember the last time I've had Taco Bell. And the last time I did, I'm sure it was tasty, but I can't remember it. What does everyone order at Taco Bell now? Hero Burger it is. Well, I can't afford Hero Burger, even with my new job that I've got. I can't wait to get started. It's the first time I've ever had an interview, and like as we're talking, the interviewer is just like, "Okay, you're hired," and I'm just like, "Oh, cool." It works really well because this was literally what I was supposed to be doing starting back in May. And now the company's already running, they're just looking for people, and it fit right in because he's just like, "Oh, you're already doing tourism stuff." Oh, it feels... Thanks so much, Kurt. Oh, it's just... I'm genuinely excited for it. Like, I'm really just excited to have some kind of regular thing that I can do. And even if it's just like 2 or 3 times a week, that's still 2 or 3 times a week. That's pretty good. Now you can splurge on pizza. Kurt, that's your second strike. Actually, to be fair, Pizza has okay chicken sandwiches, which is absolutely insanity to say. Oh, Chris is here. Yes, I got a new job. It's literally doing the same thing that I was supposed to be doing when I got the Niagara license. I was originally doing that. And it was supposed to be a couple days a week tour from Toronto to Niagara. And now literally what I've done is it's going to be doing that, but literally for a different company, because they're just like, "Oh, we're looking for people." This is Nathan Phillips Square. named after an old mayor from Toronto who was here in the 70s. And when they built into this space, this is where they were. Just so everyone knows, Chris is actually my fellow associate from Think About Eurovision, where we discuss Eurovision of the past and we give our opinions on songs that no one asked for. And it is one of my favorite things in the world. So, not Eurovision. Think About Eurovision. Eurovision is probably my favorite thing in the world. Although not the past couple of years because, you know, things. All right. It's not named after Captain Phillips. I mean, it could be. Let's be fair. That's just a nice little view today. In the winter, this does actually freeze over, so you will see people come out here and do like skating rink. They have the skates rental space right over there. But if you go over here, you can actually see, this is Toronto City Hall. And this is the place that has been blown up in so many TV shows. It has been blown up in Resident Evil. It has been blown up, I believe, in Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, anytime you're filming a science fiction movie in Toronto, you're probably going to blow up our City Hall. So, you know. I will say, this is the old City Hall. It's still a really cool building. What I'd like to point out, it's actually one of the few buildings in Toronto that actually has gargoyles. I just love the downtown. Like, you get the really cool clock tower here. And this building's been here since, God, who even knows? But literally when I give tours, this is always one of the places I like to start at. Because you go here, and I take them up through this path, just over here. Because you have the eternal flame, which is just kind of a cute little detail. But then you have all these sculptures, like this is Henry Moore piece, which is super cool. And again, me and my artsy fartsiness. Yeah. What's great is after this, at around 8 o'clock, I have another interview. Not for tourism company. This would just be for something called Halloween Pub or something like that. Oh yeah. Toronto's old City Hall was built over 10 years to replace City Council, what is now St. Lawrence Market. That is very cool, actually. I didn't know it took them 10 years, but like, I mean, just look at that. Of course that took 10 years. That is an impeccable building. It is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I love Old City Hall. I think it's absolutely stunning. And even just like the detail work they have on all of the windows, I'm not even sure what style to call that building, but it's just really well done. Best of luck on the Halloween Hub interview. Thank you, Kurt. I am, to be fair, it's if I get it, great. If I don't get it, that's also fine. And just like, all right. It's just, it would just be until Halloween anyway, so. See where it goes. But I don't know, even just getting this newer tour guide position is just, that's the chef's kiss right now. That's what I'm most excited about. Oh, the puppy. Here's the thing about chef's kiss. If you don't suggest kissing the chef, how will they know that you did well? Especially if they're French. Like, that should be a prerequisite at that point. One thing that I know absolutely will not translate in here is that we're coming up to this rotunda, right? And when you step into the middle of the rotunda, and if you call out from the direct center, it literally does like a perfect echo chamber. So get this really interesting sound experience. I don't think it'll translate, but just in case it does, I figure might as well. But these are two statues that we have. There's the freedom of expression, and then there's the freedom of religion. It would make Top Chef's episodes a lot different. I feel like then you would have to have a spin-off called Top and Bottom Chefs. They could be like equal parts Top Chef and also literally the squirrel's running right over the rotunda. But just in case, let's see. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is a pretty solid echo, but just from this one space. And as soon as you move out of it, it's gone. Like literally it's gone already. Isn't that cool? Maybe you can tell. Maybe you can't tell, but still, I still think that's really cool. This building, the Canada Life building, on top there, literally, it has this tower, and at night you'll see the lights come either on the tower, either go up or down. And if the lights are going up, that means the temperature is going up. But if the lights are going down, that means the temperature is going down. So. Oh, and just in case we forgot where we were, this is CN Tower. You can almost see it from there. Let's see. Ah, you can almost. There'll be better views up here. Actually, you know what? For Top Chef, just call it Verse Chef. That way everything's implied. Oh, the courthouse. As I call it, the place I got a divorce. So the happy place. Same architect for the new City Hall. Also designed the Kennedy Center for Performing Arts in DC. I didn't know that. I know I've seen the Kennedy Center. It's a really nice building, actually. That's cool. I didn't know that. You're gonna have to like fill me with factoids. Because when I find out something, it stays in my brain for as long as it does. And it's often for a long time if it's something I repeat more than twice. So waiting outside of divorce court is a good way to meet people. Specific kinds of people, yeah. I don't know if I would pick up. Same with like a funeral. So I'm just like, oh, a funeral is a great place to pick up. I'm just like, is that where you want to pick up people? Is that really what you want to do? Is that what you're hoping for in today's day and age? I mean, you do you. You have fun. Go crazy. Also, I'm definitely in that mode now where I'm just like, oh, I am slightly famished. I should probably figure out what I'm actually going to have for dinner. Because we've had pizza this week, we've had burgers this week, we had a salad for lunch. Now I'm just like, I should probably have food. Should probably have food at some point. You can tell the seasons are changing because all of the leaves are slowly losing their green. Oh, but if you look closely here, that's Toronto's city flag, which is Nathan Phillips Square, which is what we just posted at there, or just what we walked by. But I always like to say in the middle, there's the maple leaf. And so I like to pretend that that's where it's getting blown up in every science fiction series that has been filmed in Toronto. If you pass by a Scotty Boris, they have a Jamaican patty. They have a Jamaican patty special for $1. Huh. I mean, I haven't had patties in a long time. That could potentially be delicious. Ooh, do I want Jamaican patties tonight? Contemplating. Contemplating. Maybe. Ooh, that'd be nice. Did I just make a decision? Doesn't sound like me. Well, thanks for joining, everybody. It's actually probably one of my biggest dreams so far. This is really cool. Oh God, look at it. It's so ugly. Oh my God, that is atrocious. Oh, poor little swastika. On Bloor between Spadina and Bathurst. Oh, that's too far out of the way for me. I'd have to go all the way up and then over. And as I've determined, I am not wearing the shorts for those. I am wearing the pants. Which you know. Ooh, you know what I actually want to see? I actually want to go over and see the Art Gallery of Ontario. But if you look up here, there you go. That's the view everyone wants. The teal really makes it look great. I just don't know who thought that was a good idea for a car design. Like, I feel like, in my personal opinion, which I believe is correct, it's just terrible on every level. Whoever thought of that was, and clearly is, very high all the time. So, yeah. Oh, there's the Touronno police station. And up ahead is a really weird little mall. I've been in it a handful of times, but I'm just like, okay. Not quite sure what it's going after, but okay. Man, some people actually paid money for a Cybertruck. I mean, it's cool that it's electric, but I'm just like, why does it look like that? Why does it look like that? Hey, it's Yoshi. Welcome, my friend. If you're close to a Little Caesars, no. I think there's like no Little Caesars in all of downtown Toronto, funny enough. Oh, this is the church where I went and saw Sip's show. I think that's the church. I think that's the church. I'll have to ask Eddie about that, but yeah. You know what? Next time you're downtown, yeah, let's totally go for a walk. This is how people in their 30s make friends. I am led to believe. One day I'll have a friend. Not like Eddie, a real friend. Oh. Eddie still have to do a food review at some point. Eddie would be so good at that. There's something very okay. I feel like I have a very like energetic personality, and I feel like Eddie's super chill. But as a person, I'm an extremely chill person, and I feel like Eddie is like more of an energetic person. Does that make sense? Either way, yeah, totally welcome to. Excited to have you guys anytime you want to come by and hang out. You guys can review Pizza. Kurt, we had this discussion. Actually, to be fair, I did have them as their, like, fine, the chicken salad sandwich or chicken sandwich, not the worst thing in the world, but no. I will point out, that's the OCAD building. It is possibly one of the ugliest buildings ever made, but it's also kind of amazing. Just like, as if this got made, but as if Touronno made this is kind of the thing that I like to get at. Touronno is so, like, risk averse when it comes to making really interesting structures. So having something like that that's just so predominant and just cuckoo bananas, it's just neat. And then we have the AGO right over here. The AGO, a place I have applied many, many times and never even got an interview or a response for. Why is everybody walking so slowly? Goodness gracious, why is it warm? I mean, apart from global warming. There's the church, another church. Once again, right beside another church, it looks like. Have I ever been to the Grange food court across from OCAD? I have been there. Did I like it? I think so. I don't remember it, meaning it probably didn't stick in my brain too well, meaning it was probably fine. Can't imagine it being anything cray-cray or anything like that. But yeah, even like Eaton Center has like the giant food court in the bottom now. So there's some cool stuff there. So weird practical question. Now that I have some people who are mods, are they mods every time they come in? Or are they mods? Do I have to make them a mod every time? Just asking. Krispy Kreme. Yay! Oh, that's so much less work for me. It's good. I mean, not that it's hard. Obviously, it wasn't hard. I could do it. And sweet. That's cool, actually. I didn't know. Like, I'm glad I knew that. I'm glad I found that out. I'm glad we can do that as a thing, as a family. What does it say when I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go explore downtown during rush hour, and then I avoid everywhere downtown so I don't have to deal with the people who are there for rush hour. I'm not agoraphobic, but I am definitely not, you know, I like persons, but people are a little much. Eddie, I'm on the fence. Yeah, he's on a probationary period. We'll see where he goes from here. I fully expect him to do great things. Or not, one of those two. This is McCall Street, and I've always found it really fascinating because on like the one side, you just have houses, just rows and rows of populace. And on the other side, it's just all of the end of the giant healthcare buildings and the research centers and everything. So you end up with like this really interesting split where on this, it's just like giant structures. And on this side, houses, just houses. There was a flower I just walked by that just reeked of urine. And I don't know if it's the scent of the flower or if it's just the scent of Toronto. One of those two. All right, I'm coming up by college. I'll figure out where I go from there. Yay! We're going places. Like back home. Do. This has actually been really nice. I mean, you still have to figure out this whole food thing, but that's like a problem for like me in 30 minutes. That's not a right now problem. My God, now that I have a job, I can actually go out and have a coffee now and then. Oh, that's amazing. All right, yeah, just literally coming up to college, which is nice. College is actually a really busy area. A lot of cool stuff around here. If we're going north, you're pretty much right in U of T district. But if we go east, well, that's back over to my neck of the woods, my area. Easy to get around. No, tis nice, tis nice. Tis a good choice. You know, one day Kurt's gonna come to Toronto and we're gonna make him eat pizza, and he will take back everything he has ever said. He will apologize. He will be in tears. And he will know the wrath of the world's driest, worst pizza. Thanks, man. Really great to have you. Good to see you, Kurt. And you take care of yourself tonight. I'm sure we'll see you again soon. At least I hope we'll see you again soon. Honestly, I feel like anytime I've been tuning into anyone who's on like a Touronno walk stream, this is usually the intersection that everybody's always at. And I don't know if that's true or not, or if that's just how it's worked out for me. But just like pretty much like the last 5 or 6 streams I've logged onto, it's been literally this building, this little pyramid shaped building from the other side there. Literally every time, every single time. Yeah, tomorrow I actually have someone who is going to be guesting with me on my stream. So hopefully she shows up. Hopefully we're able to do it tomorrow. If not, we'll let you know. But yeah. See, my thing is the reason why I don't like walking in crowds is because the more people in a space, the slower everyone moves. And I'm just like, I demand fast walking. You need to walk at least my speed or I will go insane. So, yeah, that's a problem when you get lots of people and no one knows how to walk. Especially when people do that and they try to like squeeze you out of nothing. Terrible. Terrible. Everything is terrible. On that note, let's walk through this first section. We're gonna go up this way. There we go. Remembrance Day is coming up, so I'm sure that this will have something to do with those ceremonies. Also, I don't know how long this building has been under redevelopment or whatever, but it feels like forever. And also, this is my favorite building. This crazy one. Like that entire top section there, entirely empty. The entire top part of that building has been condemned for like decades, so no one's able to go up there. No one's able to do anything. If you were to, like I've heard different things, but some people are just like, the floor will fall down. But also I'm just like, I don't think that's true. But just like, how far up does it go? Will they ever make anything with it? Probably not. Will they ever do any construction on it? Probably not. Does it make a fascinating little bit of tidbit trivia? Absolutely. I think it's called the Whitney Building? Something like that. I'm a tour guide. I should know these things. I mean, now I'm a tour guide officially again. Oh, I feel so good. Oh, and I have to find out a whole bunch more stuff about Toronto and Niagara. Good old Niagara Falls. I can get popsicles. Sorry, I realize that I'm going to be going to grocery store anyways. I have to figure out what food is tonight. But I'm just like, I can just go. I can grab something easy, and then I can get popsicles. I haven't had popsicles in weeks. Oh yeah, well. It's the little things in life that bring you pleasure. And the great thing about popsicles, no heartburn. Theoretically, we'll find out. If you have a snack of choice, I am curious to know what it is. So thanks for joining me today, everybody. On this, rather, let's face it. Today it's too nice outside. It should be a little colder. Because if it was a little colder, I could have justified wearing pants today. That's my one mini rant done. And then secondly, well, I'm getting popsicles now anyway, so. And food, I guess, but mostly popsicles. I just gotta actually be able to cross things without getting hit by a car. Always a positive, not getting hit by a car. 4 bananas and 4 squares of 100% dark chocolate. Ooh, that sounds so good. Oh my God. If you, this is taking that and like building on it. My favorite sandwich is a peanut butter and banana sandwich with honey. If you did that with dark chocolate, are you kidding me? It would be so good. Especially if you had like a nice challah bread. Like nice and what's the word? Robust bready flavor. Oh. They also have like dark roast peanut butter. And I've tried it and I'm just like, oh, why does it barely taste a difference? But then I go back to try the other one and just like, oh, there is like, yeah, the dark roast ain't bad. Is it worth paying extra for? No. But there is a slightly different taste, which I'm just like, you know what? It's peanut butter. I'll probably eat it by the bucket anyways. So we're good. Oh, what a good day. Just to see if anyone was paying attention. Hit, hit, hit. Rude. Oh, this is a nice swarm of people coming. Okay, less nice than I expected. But if I really wanted to have like the crushing swell of people, I'd go over to Young, which coincidentally is where I'm heading. Oh, this is the sleep country where I had to get a bed from because when I moved out from my ex, I didn't have a bed. So I had to go there and got a mattress and slept on the floor for like, well, shortly after that, I met my current partner. So I'm just like, I probably slept on that mattress 5 or 6 times in a year, which I don't think bodes well. I mean, I should definitely have used it more, but yeah, I definitely went full U-Haul on that one. Let's see. Let's go over here. Ooh, a tent. They must be doing some filming. Oh, definitely doing some filming. I wonder if they're also going to blow up the Toronto City Hall. Such is tradition. So it has been, so it shall be. Oh, it's supposed to be background holding. Well, there's a big light set up here. So this ain't no rinky-dink movie. This is a big feature. Possibly a TV show. It's all the same. Too much money. Now ask me what is actually filming. Couldn't tell you, have no idea. Nice little surprise. Literally just walked down that street randomly. Yeah. Just to give y'all a sense of that. Like that crane up there, just holding the lights. So that'll be some kind of evening scene or something like that. Yeah, something's filming there. I don't care, they didn't cast me. And now we go to Loblaws. Not because we want to, because Loblaws is terrible, but you know, they're there and they're. Why do I go to Loblaws? I guess literally just because it's there. Man, convenience really does rule the most things out. And this is Young. And if we go all the way down Young, we end up at the water. Almonds with Manuka honey. Ooh, that would be so tasty. Yeah, most things can be made better with honey, I think. No, I won't do. I won't cross. I'll just give you a little view around College Park, going down Young. Yeah, that kind of gives you a little sense of the people coming by in Toronto. Yeah. Oop. Aw, 16 likes. That's great. I think that's the most I've got on one. Yeah, this has by far been like my busiest stream. So this is what a cool day for that to happen on. It's just nice to have lots of good news today. So I'm very thankful for that. Thank you guys for sticking around. This has been really nice. And I am going to probably be heading back down to where I need to be. So thanks for joining me. Really great to have you. And yeah, uh, very cool day. I have had lots of good news and lots of new faces. So thank you for joining us. And I hope to see you all again very, very soon. All right, bye.